15 years ago.
My boys do not break into people's houses.
Today drained me. I made an outfit change. I make many outfit changes throughout the day, actually. What can I say? It is hard work being the greatest YouTuber in the South. Or am I really in the South? Because right now I'm temporarily in Florida. But I guess it depends. If you're in like Florida or Florida, whatever. This video isn't about determining whether you are Southern or not if you live in Florida. This video is about embracing those, I guess, Southern roots that I do have, okay? Embracing everything that my channel embodies. By the way, if you like this video topic, I'm gonna need you to first sit up straight, take a sip of water, and go to my new channel titled Whataburger Queen. This is my new channel because honestly, I love you all, I really do. But as a professor of various studies, I can't relate to everybody anymore, and I understand that some people feel like there's a disconnect. You're right, there is. Because I'm not the same person who I was 5 years ago when I started this channel, and I have different focuses. So this new channel reflects exactly that, the stage of life that I'm in, the next chapter. So anyway, back to today's topic. Actually, a nice person, a girl named, was it Katie? Yes, Katie. Hey, Katie girl. She left a very nice long comment on this new video, okay, on my other channel. She said, it is really hard to try and exist as a spiritual, loving person in this world. I feel so out of touch with the people my age. She just doesn't give into the whole culture that I talked about, that I can't stand in New York City. We feel disconnected. I'm gonna explain on that why in a little bit, but she's saying, my life is literally to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm a stay-at-home meme, just change the vowels there, and take care of my babies, go to church, cook, grow a vegetable garden, fruit trees, greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. She's basically saying, I don't want to hustle or impress anyone. She said, I'm smart enough to be in school with my 3.9 GPA. Okay, period. But she's saying she doesn't want the corporate, trendy, hustle lifestyle this world is pushing on us. I'm just trying to use my gifts to bring love and peace to others. And she said, thank you for the reminder that this world is not my home. There's a lot to unpack in this comment. She said so many things that I agree with, which is what prompted me to start this new channel. People were saying in my comment section, I mean, they still do, it's so refreshing to see a woman just, you know, embracing her traditional values, whatever. Particularly a lot of other women were saying, well, it's so nice to see a Black woman just living peacefully. And I'm sitting here thinking, you know, that's a nice compliment, but that's so sad. I never associate, I mean, other people do, I get it, but I just don't associate being a Black woman with your needing to suffer. I wonder what that reason is. We all know why. Because of society, because of just systemic things that are just kind of out of our control. But you know what we can control from now on? The narrative. So what am I asking for you? I don't know. You somehow as an individual can stop this cycle. How? I don't know. Maybe you start a YouTube channel and you start making videos like this when you're talking about how you love to bake or you love to organize your socks, or you just enjoy flower. Maybe you love being a mother. Whatever that is, you know, if we can normalize more of me, it'll be easier for me too. Cause I basically murdered myself for y'all. I get attacked on the daily, okay? But I'm like this, you know, people don't bug me anymore. But I remember when I was first starting out, so many people were saying, I just don't get it. Like, don't you want to get a job someday? Like, but what now? But what now? I'm like, that's you thinking that, but what now? See, your problem, if you're a hater saying this, is that you're so worried about the future, you won't even see right in front of you. And I think you can waste a lot of time by wasting time thinking about what could go wrong in your life instead of just focusing on what is right in front of you. You know, I asked my friend about this. She actually came to me for the same advice. She's in the same phase of life as me. We're very similar, but she's doing something where she's going down the medicine path, all right? And I actually gave her some like Bible verses and some scripture to help with this. But I gave her the same advice I gave a different friend who now came to her senses as well. And now she's peacefully living. I said, listen, if money were no object, and if none of your, crappy friends gave their opinions, what would you be doing right now? Like, how do you envision yourself at 30? Both of them said happy housewife. One of them said kids, the other one said no kids. They said happily married to a guy with the same values as me, who wants to take care of me, whatever, who wants to do that. They gave the whole, rundown. I'm like, so why are you doing what you're doing now? They're like, because that's what XYZ wants of me. My friends will make fun of me if I do this. My friends, I'm like, first of all, you need new friends. Okay, can't help you with that. 2, you should probably be talking to people who are gonna empower you on that path, or absorb people. Like Katie said, she's like, I prayed for someone like you to step up. She said, I was literally praying for a female YouTuber, a female Christian YouTuber, I could really relate to. And then I saw this channel. Maybe you need to seek out people in your life who represent those good things, But anyway, we're gonna take a quick break here to thank my sponsor, BetterHelp, because Lord knows I need it. So we're gonna chat here. I'm gonna open up the app actually. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. So one of my concerns that I had with my therapist when I started was, I know it's kind of silly saying this out loud, but nothing is really silly. I mean, we could be honest here, right, students? Okay, I worry sometimes about taking the wrong path in life. I think we all, right? But in particular, I worry sometimes, like Katie, of taking the wrong step because, I'm in college, just FYI. I'm not encouraging you guys to go be like dits and just walk around and not do anything with yourselves. But I'm saying find that balance of what makes you happy. So for me, I'm in college, but that's so I can use my degree as decor up here. I'm kidding. But I would get a really simple career that would make sense for me, which would be in media or journalism or nothing. You know what I mean? Just very simple, doing what I do now, but in some sort of formal way, right? Whether it's video editing for other people, I don't know, I don't care. Managing others, there are so many things I could do, right? So you're probably wondering, well, how do you go wrong? I don't think you can really go wrong because, well, at least what my therapist and I were talking about, there's free will and then there's fate, right? So we're talking about this. Free will versus fate. Which one is it, okay? You can make all these decisions in your life, but one way or another, you're gonna end up doing what you were supposed to do, I believe. Unless you deliberately make the wrong mistake, right? And I think you know that you're making the wrong mistake if you feel a lot of resistance towards something. My best friend, who's very spiritual, talks about this. Do you feel resistance, she asked me. Because I've moved around a little bit. I told her, oh my goodness, I love the energy that I get from living in New York City or LA, okay? But there's so much resistance because of the things I just talked about. I appealed to the New York City girls. I appealed to the South people, the inland middle of America people. I appeal again back to the New Yorkers because I went back there twice. And then I appeal again. So it's I have a very mixed audience, just like in real life, where I just attract different types of people for the same reason. But at the end of the day, I know what's right for me. And it's not what other people are telling us to be doing, personally. That's just me. But you're gonna have to talk to your own therapist about that. As you know, BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it is 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network. Then you can talk to your therapist however you feel comfortable. Whether it's via text, chat, phone, video call, you can message your therapist anytime and schedule live sessions whenever it's convenient for you. And if your therapist is not a right match for you for whatever reason that may be, it is very easy to switch and there's no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom picked for you. More scheduling flexibility and a more affordable price. As usual, get 10% off your first month using my link, betterhelp.com/stamps. Just to reiterate, that is HELP, betterhelp.com/stamps. It is also linked in my description box below the video here if you wish to go start that. Really though, isn't it strange? I think I just live in a totally different parallel universe sometimes because, like this commenter said, and like I said in my recent video on my new channel, I feel that I can't relate anymore to a lot of people, and that's fine. That's a part of getting older, you know, that's a part of just maturing, but it doesn't make it any easier, you know, because it's like, yes, I've blossomed into this amazing woman. I'm very wise, you know, I know what I want. I always have. I always get what I want, okay? I have a mostly healthy relationship. What could go wrong? It's just the fact that I want to cling on to everybody. I want to help everybody. And that is a tragic character flaw, you know? Luckily, no one's ever full-on drained me before, emotionally or anything like that, but I catch it and I gotta stop it. And then it sucks because I just want to help others. But I guess again on that topic is that sometimes in the past, I've been very kind. So I keep looking at this rug I have. It is gorgeous. I'll put a little picture here. It's so pretty. Got it on Amazon. I'll link it. I'll link it in the description box under Stampede storefront, and then you go to home. Wow. Okay, it's so pretty. But, you know, I should probably, yeah. I'm one of those people who should be on Adderall. But back to what I was saying. I have this flaw of wanting to help others, wanting to save others and guide them to the light, even when they don't deserve it. But finally, I snapped out of that. That's a different video topic for a different time. I will put that on my other channel, the topic of how I stopped people pleasing. Again, this other channel, Whataburger Queen, is brand new. It is niched down. I took your guys' advice. You're right. This channel really has no niche. There was a niche when it started. The thing is, I didn't know that it would become my job, so bear with me. This whole channel has been improv, okay? Life is really just improv. But anyway, go to that channel, subscribe, because I'm gonna talk about how to stop being a people pleaser, okay? But just for this video, I learned that, you know what? A, not everyone wants what I want. That is completely okay. If you're watching this, I mean, it's not okay for me. I would lose my mind. But if you're watching this, and for some reason you think it is admirable to be with a man who makes you feel tired, emotionally drained, and doesn't want to take care of you, and doesn't want to nurture you, that's sad. I'm kidding. That's fine. That's fine. I'm kidding. No, but really though, I'm joking. It's not for everybody, right? So it's like, I can't tell people that the way I live, the way I run things is good for them, because it's really not, okay? Everyone's gonna be different. But I will say is that I came to my own senses some time ago about this. And I knew when I was in school for those 0.5 seconds that it's just, I love being in school. I do. I love learning. I'm a lifelong learner. But I just can't place value in like academic validation like I used to. And I think it's just because I've had a really high point and a really low point. So I think now I'm just mellowed out here in the middle, which is that I know the amount of money that I need to make for myself to be happy, this bare minimum. Also, the cost of living is much lower in this part of America. So it's like, you know, it's not a big deal. I just know that I can't chase academic validation. I can't chase a certain career anymore because it's never gonna feel like it's enough. Kind of like with YouTube in a way, which is why you don't see me pumping out certain videos anymore, which I tried to talk about, but basically being a YouTuber and getting really big and having all these sponsors kind of puts you in the same spot as a woman who is a high-powered executive. She has it all, she has the money, she has the fancy apartment, she has everything, but what she doesn't have is balance, okay? And this happens to every single person I know. And all the people I know who stay in that are kind of unhappy because they don't have friendships that they want and they have a hard time getting into a romantic relationship. Now, lucky for me, this is not dating advice, but lucky for me, because I'm an actress basically, as a Gemini, I know how to turn that off. I know how to just be like, doo-doo-doo. Reboot, okay? I know how to cry out for help, literally. I literally cry out for my Lord and Savior sometimes, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I need your help. And then I get an answer. But on the flip side, I do want to end this video by saying something else. You should not be chasing a man as a job. Don't chase someone. Like, that cannot be a surrogate for a career. You kind of can, but I don't recommend that. I don't want you guys to fall into that, okay? I've been in that relationship before where someone's basically, you know, paying for my existence, okay? Yes, it was really nice in the moment, but at the end of the day, nothing is yours, okay? No opinion is yours. You don't get to say anything, you know what I mean? You know, and like some people say, whatever, like I can be bought. I'm like, you say that until you experience it. So my point is, ladies, my advice to you, my big sister advice, all I can say, you're probably older than me. I think my audience is actually much older. And my analytics, it says like 25 to 35. So my advice to you, it's okay. You don't have to be, we shouldn't just normalize, everyone's favorite word. We should normalize receiving advice from anybody, whether they're young or old. Because we are all in different seasons of life. Sometimes they will overlap, you know? And I learn things here that weren't there. Some people are learning this in their 40s. I know people who are learning this really late, and that's fine, because it's better. Hey, as long as you wake up and snap out of it at 99, I think you're good. The key to be happy in this world, which unfortunately a lot of it is controlled by money and power, let's be honest here, is to make just enough to be financially independent, okay. Putting away a lot of that, living below your means like I do. You know, I move around a lot, I kind of invest in real estate, whatever. That's what I do, okay? So I see me moving around and stuff. And finding someone who has the same values, okay? This is why you choose someone in the middle. See, I just exist here. This is life, two extremes, you know? This is the extreme of being hyper independent. I can do everything by myself. This is extreme, traditional, ultra conservative. I rest here. This is the mind your business era, okay? The type of guys I like are right here as well, because they've experienced this and that, just like I have. So find your middle ground, Stampede students. Find that middle ground. I only wish that everyone would just snap out of it and realize that nothing in this world can make you as happy as tiramisu. You know, and just knowing who you are and believing in something bigger than yourself, because that, my friends, is how I ended up achieving happiness.